Now I want to talk about fractions in area. All right, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many do we have here? 6. 6 in this rectangle. So the area of this rectangle is 6 units. We're looking at rows and we're looking at columns. We're looking at it two different ways. Yep, so because we're looking at it two different ways, we have to put a little 2. That means squared. 6 units squared. Here's the word squared. You learn this in your unit on area, but I'm just reminding you. We're thinking about area, so I'm using the words for area. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to think about the rows. 1, 2, 3. All right, how many rows do we have? 3. So that goes over here under the fraction bar. Here's 1, here's 1, and here's 1. All right, so let's add them together. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3 thirds. We did that in the last video, which is the same as saying 1 whole. So the whole group, we put it back together again. That's how you know that you did it right, because the numerator and the denominator, the top and the bottom, will match. Let's partition it. Partition has the word part in it. This way. All right, so how many groups do I have here? I have 2, so that goes on the bottom of my fraction. The bottom of the fraction always tells you how many. You have 1 here and you have 1 here. If you add those together, well, you always keep the bottom. So now we're talking about halves. And 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 halves, which is the same as saying 1. Now, this here, 2s and 3s, what does that have to do? What do these fractions really have to do with 6 units? Well, let's think about it. In these halves, I think I'll get rid of the thirds for now, because I think I would like not to have it. So here's the halves. Well, how many is in this half? How many little bits are in this group? It's one of the equal groups. There's 3. And how many is in this one? 3. If you add those together, they are 6. How many 3s do you have? Remember, we talked about an area. You can do multiplication. You can either add them and figure out their 6 units. You can go 1 by 1, or you can add them, or you can multiply them. You can say, I have 3 2 times. Or I have 2 groups of 3. Wow. 2 groups of 3. I cannot say 3 groups of 2 yet. So here I have, look at this. 3 in each group. 1 half and 1 half. Yep, the whole group. And I know this is 6, this is 6. 6 whole units. 6 over 1. Wow. Well, let's get rid of the 2s. Wow. So fractions, thinking about fractions, let's do the rows. When you're older, they're going to say the length. Length and width. Yeah, length times width for area. But we're going to call them rows and columns for now. All right. So, how many rows? 3. 3. They each get a fraction. 1 out of the 3 is sitting here. 1 out of 3 and 1 out of 3. Let's add them together. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3/3. That equals the one whole group. We know we did it right because we got them all. Alrighty. Let's think about it. This has 2, so this third is 2. So is this one. So is this one. We can add those together. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is 4 plus 2 more is 6. Hey, that works. 6. 6/1. No. Well, that's repeated addition. I have 3 groups of 2. Or I can have 2 3 times. Hey! Oops. There we go. Oh. We just did 2 important things. We're reviewing we're reviewing fractions. We're reviewing area. We're talking about how the 2 go together. Yeah. This thinking right here, and we reviewed that repeated addition is the same as multiplying. You can go this way. 2 3 times, or you can do this way. 3 2 times, and they're both going to get 6. 6 can be, as a whole number, can be written like this, or it can be 6/1. Yeah. We reviewed that when you find area, you call them units, and you have to square it by writing the word squared so people can read it, or you put a little floating 2 up there. Wow. We just did a whole lot of reviewing and a whole lot of thinking, and it's getting us ready for the older grades. This right here, wow.